Hello, how is everybody? Today, with Gurudev's blessing, we'll do story of Kaikeyi and her two boons. So let's start. King Dashrath was king of Ayodhya and he had three wives, Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. Kaushalya was the mother of Lord Ram. Sumitra had two sons, Shatrughan and Lakshman, while Kaikeyi had one son, Bharat. So the story goes like this. Once Dashrath was fighting a battle and his chariot broke down. The bolt of his chariot wheel was missing and the wheel was about to slip. So what did Kaikeyi do? She inserted her finger and supported the chariot throughout the battle. King Dashrath was very happy and surprised. How could somebody help like this? How can somebody be so ignorant of her pain and help? But then he was really happy and he granted Kaikeyi two boons. Kaikeyi said, King Dashrath, I'll take the boons later in life when I need them. King Dashrath agreed. He said, alright, you can take the boons whenever you want. So later what happened? When Ram was about to be crowned as the king of Ayodhya, Mantra, who was Kaikeyi's helper, came to her and said, this is the time, you go ask for your two boons. Ask Dashrath to make Bharat the king of Ayodhya and send Ram to exile in the forest for 14 years. And when Kaikeyi asked for the explanation, she was very surprised. Mantra brainwashed her. So Kaikeyi went to the Bhavan and expressed her anger and sadness. When King Dashrath came, Kaikeyi said, make my son Bharat the king of Ayodhya and send Ram to exile in the forest for 14 years. Dashrath was very surprised. He was taken aback. What had happened suddenly? Everything was going fine. But then Kaikeyi was stubborn and Dashrath had to keep his words. So he agreed. All the celebrations shut down. Lord Ram started getting ready for the exile and Bharat was very furious. He refused to rule as a king, so he kept Ram's footwear on the throne and managed the kingdom. When we hear this story, we develop so many views about Kaikeyi, about Mantra, and we think that she's a very bad lady. Why was she so selfish and this and that? But then there's a truth behind this story. Are you interested to know? This story is from the time when demons were there and they used to trouble everyone. They used to trouble rishis, they used to trouble people in the villages, people working. They had created a havoc. And because of this, people started praying Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu thought that this thing has to be taken care of, and he took birth in Dashrath's house as Lord Ram. Kaikeyi loved Ram very much. She was very close to Ram, but then she was the one who knew the ability of Ram. And she knew if Ram would not take care of this, the world would be in a really bad place. This situation is somewhat similar to today's world. There is coronavirus pandemic everywhere and everybody is scared and confused. What is going to happen? What is not going to happen? How will we resume our work normally? And if in this scenario there was a woman who knew her son can develop a vaccine if he researched and experimented, but still wouldn't allow him to go out of the house. Instead, she would persist him to stay at home, enjoy the luxuries at home, be the king at home. How would you feel? In fact, how would everyone feel? Would it be the right thing to do? And what if she, with a heavy mind, with a heavy heart, allowed her son to go out, experiment, research and develop a vaccine so that entire world can be saved? How would you feel then? This case was similar back then also. Kaikeyi was sad and she was really disheartened. But then she knew this was the only way that the world can be saved from these demons. So she had to do what she had to do. In today's life also, sometimes you get scolded by your parents and then you think ill about them. But that's not good. They are the ones who know your real abilities. So have trust in them. Don't feel bad when someone scolds you, when your parents scold you, because they know your abilities, right? So explore more about yourself. When they try to explain something to you, listen to them and work on that. you will get to know many more things about yourself. Secondly, never ever judge people by what others have to say. Look it for yourself. Try to find by yourself. कभी कभी क्या होता है हमारे स्कूल में, some children are not so good in studies and उनके बारे में हम क्या सोचते हैं, वो तो खराब है पढ़ने में, they are bad people और our company will go bad if we talk to them. ऐसा ख्याल generally होता है. So you have to take this out of your mind. There might be a reason, there might be some problem going on at their places. You never know such things. So don't judge anyone by what you see in front, by what other people tell you about someone. You have to look for yourself. So there are two things that we learned today. First, when you get scolded by your parents, don't feel bad about it. Instead, think about it and look deeper in yourself. And secondly, never judge anyone by what other people have to say about them. You look for yourself, you try to be compassionate towards them, and then you will know the truth. If you enjoyed this session, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and we'll meet next Sunday. Bye bye.